Give y'all with my 256 symmetrical download upload speed, baby.
So do it.
Yeah, I know. Only that was the thing that you could actually do.
I mean, outside of like your upload, like I have comparable download.
It is just stuck on loading.
Well, what loads for us, Nefara? Yeah, you guys are currently in the Styes, a once prosperous port town of Zolo, but is now has almost in certain places literally fallen into harder times. You guys had a small tour by a less than reputable looking man named Mensch around town. I learned a bit of the layout of where things are. And at his recommendation, you decided to stay in the tavern called the Leaning Gibbon. Named so far by the very comical-looking taxidermied ape creature hanging off the side of this literally leaning building. And you guys did some shopping and bought a lot of potions because they're aplenty here and cheaper. Anything else that anyone wants to mention for the quick recap?
We were thinking about we were tracking down the Lantern Ghost, who apparently was a serial killer of some sorts in Styes. We were told that they were already caught, and we were kind of doubting it. We were told that there were some people that had some information about it. Can't remember exactly why we were disbitten, because it's been a little bit, but we were going to be seeking out Dory, or Mr. Dory, a warehouse owner.
Also, there's some stuff going on with my psychic stuff. The last time I made a connection, we all heard we heard something was it like a loud noise or something like that?
I want to say it was like knocking, if I remember right.
I know we all heard it, so it's definitely getting stronger in the city.
I definitely remember it was a girl's voice beforehand.
Yeah. You guys definitely noticing some kind of psychic thing going on with Solwynn. I think you were investigating the Lantern Ghost things just because you had heard about it.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I'm even trying to remember. I'm pretty sure you guys just heard about it and just thought that that's really weird.
Yeah, and then someone claimed to have already captured them. Constable Jewel was responsible.
Jute, Constable Jute. Yeah, Jute. They were the ones that had caught the killer at the last scene of his crime scene, and that's what you're told by Mensch.
Okay. I also have council member names. There's Roslins, Thornwells. I have a note that says 9 Hells Portal. Cyrus, something about plants. And
I'm sorry,
Dory.
what?
These were, I think, all rumors from the guy that was leading us around town doing.
Oh
Right.
yeah.
He was giving us the city council members,
They've got a portal to the Nine Hills in their basement. Sure.
I just like the idea when you're just listing them off. It's just like, yeah, this person. I got this person. Nine Hells portal. It's
Not the weirdest thing I've seen.
But yeah, I think we were seeking out talking to somebody in the council, and since they've had their last meeting quite a while ago, it didn't seem like there was really a schedule to them, so we figured to reach out to them. I think Solwynn was following the guide who said he had a friend that worked at the warehouse for Mr. Dory, and but then ultimately decided that sneaking in might have not worked very well and came back to the group.
I mean, if this was like true Solwyn thing, she would take like a week, to get like ins and outs and stuff like that. But I don't know if we have that time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you kind of just like stuck outside like for like 20 or 30 minutes or whatever, but didn't see anything happening.
Does anybody have any leads? What we should do?
I know we were also potentially tracking down Theorax. Mostly just by rumors, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you had heard a rumor that she was on the move. That she was mobilizing.
That's the most important thing for me personally. But
that's a pirate prince, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. One of the people
who Zion and Giovanni were at war with a lot.
All right, but I think Hunter said that we are at the Leaning Gibbon, but and someone gave us the lowdown, and then from there, I'm not sure what we're gonna do. I guess maybe just wait till the next day and see if we can't talk to.
They know where we're staying, so if they're gonna come and find us with some information.
Yeah, I think best is we just go to bed, call it a day.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Okay. So yeah, as you guys are relaxing in the inn, it's already a very noisy locale, being this close to the main market where the alchemists try to hawk their wares and everything like that. But the entire atmosphere is interrupted by a horribly drunk-looking old man rushing in. There's a mud demon. It's one of them sorcerer demon things. I found one.
Where?
It's out here. Come on, let's get it. And you guys see the crowd is like moving out, but you do see amongst the crowd that's moving out also members of the local guard and militia file out, racing there. There's a atmosphere of like seriousness to their demeanors, less so like the common crowd and everything else, but like remembering like the history of the island and stuff. Mud demons is an actual thing you gather that is not something that people take very lightly.
Can I roll with something to know what a mud demon is?
Sure.
Are they referring to the mud sorcerers?
So Master Zion, when it comes to like mud demons and stuff, like this could just be you're trying to gather this based off like just the ravings of a very drunken individual. but there are creatures affiliated with the elements of earth and water that are dangerous. Like
a slime,
like slimes, like elementals, and judging by the history and the amount of tombs that are like kind of buried into like the hills and valleys of this small island, like it's very, the threat of one of these things being loose is very, very real.
Okay, but as for this old man, it seems that he's just drunk.
It seems like he's drunk, definitely. But with that, that drunken sincerity also, where it's just like he definitely believes what he think he believes. That is obvious to like everyone. Like no insight checks necessary. Like this guy believes he saw a mud demon.
Perfect. All right. I guess we're just entertaining this old man and following him for now.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Lead the way.
All right. So you guys rush out, following in the footsteps of the crowd and the local militia of the Styes, to the canal where you see the drunkard pointed out this creature to everyone, and the militia moves in to try and surround it. So go right here. Conrad, would you mind telling everybody what they see?
So you see a 3.5 foot tall blob of blue liquid moving around like it was a person. It's got a lump of coral on its head, a jellyfish for like a ruffle, and a cloak of seaweed. And it waves around a sickle and a like the pointy bit in the front of a ship, like a small version of that.
What the hell was that?
I think that's new.
It certainly isn't made out of mud. Should we interfere or just...
How are they reacting versus like the crowd reacting?
The crowd is reacting. They're kind of just like gaping and gawking. But the militia is moving in with a serious intent. It looks like.
And what is this creature doing while it's kind of there?
My good loyal guards, welcome. Paying coming by to pay diligence. Yes, good.
Speaking, so maybe we should stop them before they kill it.
True.
So Wolfram's gonna start.
It speaks.
Yes,
it really is a demon.
Nope, no demon here. Just your monarch coming by.
It's just say it was a monarch. It might be delusional or crazy, so just careful.
Someone approached the group here and say, "I think there's been a misunderstanding. I think probably you guys should back down."
Go ahead and make a persuasion check. But there definitely seems to be like some concerted effort by the
Wait, I can
guards.
add a knack.
I was going to say,
okay.
Can I help her out with that by saying something?
Yeah, you can if you like.
We are professionals in removing creatures that are hostile, and we can discern whether this is a threat to you or not. Did she roll at advantage?
Thank you.
All right. So 26. They kind of look at you. Professionals.
Aye.
We've killed the dragon, several demons. What more do you want? Vampires.
Oh, all right. If you seem more qualified to kill this thing than we are. So yeah, go on right ahead.
Well, we can just talk to it.
Did they say kill?
Don't worry, my sword's set to stun.
That was just to get them out of the way.
What stun sword?
What's your name, friend?
Fred, yes, my name is, the Royal Majesty of the Sea and some bits beyond is appointed by the stars, because no one else was around. Skyphozo Ozere Galafunctus, first of their name.
Quite the mouthful.
Well, you don't have to say the whole thing every single time, but it is appreciated.
We're not calling you that.
I will settle for Skyphozo.
Nice to meet you, Skyphozo. I'm Solwynn.
He extends like a gooey appendage. Pleasure is mine. Always nice to meet a loyal citizen.
She'll take it, but she's a little apprehensive. Does my hand, go through the tendril?
Feels like you're touching a bowl of jello.
Sensational.
Wolfram, nice to meet you.
Pleasure is mine. How can I help you this fine day?
Where are you from? Forgive my ignorance, but I've never met a talking creature like yourself.
Ah, no problem whatsoever. I am from the deepest trenches of the ocean.
I have no reason to doubt you. I've been down there before. Well, maybe not the deepest, but...
Oh, yes, I don't think the deepest. The pressure would probably crush you.
What brought you here?
Of course, I am the ruler of the oceans, and my subjects were under distress, saying that they are suffering from some sort of psychic attack in their dreams, and then some of my loyal citizens up here said that the land was being invaded by a person in a tentacle mask. So I came to set right.
You mean the aboleth?
The what? I don't know what that is.
We've, maybe we should go talk somewhere more private.
Excellent, lead the way.
Wolfram turns to the crowd. It's fine. He's not a threat. Don't worry. He's not even made out of mud. It's fine.
I'm far too clean to be made out of mud.
Yeah. But is he a demon?
No. Think of him like a jellyfish. He's not exactly a jellyfish, but think of it like that.
Yeah. Wolfram, go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Piggybacking off of Solwynn's earlier success and stuff.
Skyphozo can morph into the shape of a jellyfish if it helps.
Seeing that this thing is clearly intelligent and words are being exchanged, and you guys are handling this properly, the crowd actually starts to thin out a bit. A few of them exchanging disappointed remarks with each other, a bit upset that there was no action to be seen.
Looks like we disappointed the crowd.
Mm-hmm. But the guards put away their weapons at the very least and relax.
We'll lead him back to I guess one of our rooms at the bar, or at least to the bar in a quiet area. There.
Aha! Accommodations. I'm liking you already.
Yeah, you can think of us as maybe your don't know what you would call it, like a diplomatic
My counsel.
counsel from the land above.
Excellent. I need a counsel of the land above. The sea is already spoken for, I'm afraid.
Of course.
Apologies, I missed it. What's Conrad's deal?
I am the ruler of the oceans and some bits beyond.
And why are you here?
Investigating a tentacle masked person who has been disturbing my subjects.
Zano just nodded at. All right. You have any leads?
No. I was bound to bump into them eventually by following the stars, I'm sure.
Yeah, man. I'm sure the stars will guide you and all that.
Of course. They made me king, after all.
Of course. So, just follow them the opposite way of where we are going.
Ah, very good. Thank you for the directions, good sir.
You're welcome. Goodbye.
Oh, so soon? But your friends here are providing accommodations for me.
Oh, he sighs and is like, yeah, all right, fine.
Had we not intervened, they may have attempted to kill him. Him, Conrad, him, them, they...
You can use anything.
Okay. And we just figured that maybe, having a sentient creature being killed in the streets is a bad idea.
Also, it would be treason.
Right. Do your people normally send, their royalty up?
Ah, well, it's not so much people as it is just me and a bunch of fish.
Ah, I see. You speak for the fish.
Correct.
Yeah, this is all foolishness, You can play around with this little jellyfish thing if you want to, but leave me out of it.
Of course. It sounds like they're concerned about the same thing we were concerned about.
I mean, this thing just sounds like it's rambling on, and it just so happens to be a coincidence of one of the things that we were fighting a long time ago.
Don't worry, it is destined by the stars that we meet. Maybe.
What? All right, sure, destiny.
I do have a few questions for him, but I was going to wait until we got to a small corner in the bar.
So yeah, we're walking and talking, and once we get to the bar.
Okay.
Is this your first time up on land?
I pop in every now and then to, meet my subjects, but I don't make a habit of coming up here.
This is generally a bad place to meet fish.
And why would that be?
Well, once they get up here, they're usually dead.
We're on land, you see. Fish are down over there in the water.
Well, I've met some fish that could walk onto land. So long as they contain a little bit of water in their gills, they're all set.
So are you from this plane or are you from the water plane?
Plane? What do you mean?
A different realm of existence.
I'm from the ocean. He, points out into the sea.
Okay.
How does he ambulate? How does he move?
Oh, boy. His, the bottom of his shape can, turn into, little, scuttling feet. Little pitter-patter walk.
Like pseudopods?
Yeah, I guess little pseudopods. Move them around. The only thing I can really think of is the luggage from the Discworld books.
That's the first thought I thought of.
There we go.
The little dozens and dozens of feet.
Yeah, exactly.
So once we're comfortable, Solwynn will kind of bring up, It's probably a name you guys haven't heard in a while, but do you guys remember Declan?
Yeah.
Yeah. During the Salwaheen battle, he was the one with the Patreon. It was an aboleth.
Oh yeah, Giovanni did mention this to me when he was fighting his old rival and my other former student.
Yeah, he also had, as he described, a tentacle mask.
The aboleth's name was Sagothka.
Yeah, we've had encounters with individuals related to the source of your issues. And this led us here, and we were tracking it down. Now that you're here, you can join us on it. Although I have to question, you say your subjects are fish. Do they complain very often?
Oh, yes, you know how fish get.
No, actually, I don't.
Oh, well.
I've spent some time in the ocean, but I've never talked to any fish.
Ah, sort of a loner type, I understand. Well, yes, they can be quite chatty. And you know, when you ask someone like how their day is going, they will tell you all about their day, whether you like it or not. Instead of just the polite, fine, how's yours?
And you said they had some psychic stuff going on?
Yes, some disturbances in their dreams, if I recall.
I wasn't even aware fish dreamed.
I mean, everything has to sleep every now and then.
Elves don't. That's why you can't trust them.
I don't really actually sleep, but that's a different thing entirely.
Are you an elf?
No.
I don't know what an elf is, to be honest, but I'll take your word for it that they can't be trusted.
You have not met sea elves?
No, I don't think so.
What part of the ocean did you say you were from?
The deepest trench.
So you've never seen a sea elf?
No. In fact, now that I think of it, I haven't seen whatever you guys are before either. Unless you're human.
How'd you get here exactly?
I swam.
And you're the first of your kind to just swim in one direction?
Pretty much. I was the only thing in the bottom of the ocean, really. Besides
There's
fish.
more of you? Like, I mean, who are your parents? Siblings? Children?
Nothing like that. I just sort of happened on the seafloor.
Oh, so you're an accident?
I think of myself as a miracle.
Mistakes into miracles. Yep.
I know the person who made that. Well,
so you kind of just spawned and then started talking to fish.
I read some books first.
You read books down in the ocean?
Yeah, it took a while to get used to them because of the water kind of destroyed the pages, but then I learned how to like form an air pocket around the books so I can properly read them.
Now I'm interested. How did you get books down at the bottom of the deepest trenches of the ocean?
I saw a destroyed ship, and I saw a bunch of knickknacks and chests everywhere. And
all right, Ariel. Okay.
Did the ship have
Did you get your father's permission to come up here?
Like I said, I don't have a father, and yes, the ship had a name. It was Galafunctus, which I take my last name from. I also found this cool, sharp thing in it, and he holds up the sickle.
Them's one of your thingamabobs?
Sure is.
You got 20?
Just the one.
Looks like his collection's not complete.
Yes, for treasury, it is lacking.
Does he want more?
Well, he's now part of our world.
I am where the people are.
Have you ever heard this voice before, this psychic at all?
Not until I began getting closer to the surface.
Do you think you'd be able to recognize it if you heard it?
Hunter, would I? I think I would.
You don't know many voices beyond your own, so I don't think you'd be able to recognize this. Yeah.
Yeah, no, probably not.
Another important question, Fozo.
Skyphozo.
What do you do? Like, I'm sure down in the ocean and reading all those books, you learned how to defend yourself.
Yes.
Yeah, so what do you do?
I know some magic from the books. I can.
What kind of magic? Wizardry, sorcery, warlockism?
I don't know what to call it, because I don't really know what it is.
The book didn't tell you?
No.
It's a great book, man.
Well, I was working with what I had at the bottom of the ocean.
Water damage book.
The ink was smeared. Well, the stars give me some power that I can do some nifty things with. Oh, behold. Boop. He just shoots a guiding bolt onto the sky.
Yeah, man, that's actually really handy. Yeah. Do you know what that's called?
Nope.
I can do something similar.
You should call it like a Phozon beam or something.
Oh, Phozon beam. I like that. I'm going to appoint you my royal namer.
Yeah, man. All right.
It's much better than the go-away ball that I've been calling it.
So a short bit after you shoot out that beam, some of the militia are just like immediately like get up into like you. Who did that?
That was me. I was displaying my brilliance.
No, hold on. Who did what?
What was that? What was that thing that got that shot in the air?
I think that was
man, I didn't see no shot in the air. There's a shooting star up there, right?
Exactly. It was a shooting star going by.
They call it a Phozon beam.
So could you make a deception check with advantage because someone's helping you out?
All right.
Actually, renaming guiding bolts to Phozon beam.
Okay. He goes, wasn't here. Find out who did that. As he shouts out to one of his crew as they move along.
It could have been some kids with fireworks or something.
Skyphozo, so you can't actually cast magic here for some whatever reason.
I thought that was more of in Zolo than here.
They don't like me using magic on the surface. Okay.
Not a you thing, man. It's a law around these parts.
They had a particularly bad run-in with some spellcasters in the past.
I don't remember ever making such a law.
Look here, Skyphozo. You need to drop something here, right? This whole regal act business, you know? Maybe down in the ocean trenches you can call yourself king or whatever. I don't business, but you can't call yourself that up here. Alright? You're not in charge of nobody.
Well, once I find a way to legitimize my claim, that things will change, that's for sure.
Land dwellers have their
sure, I
own
believe.
government.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Land dwellers have their own governments here.
Oh, yeah, yes. I understand completely. And, like, the sponge that floats inside of his head, like, tilts ever so slightly, as if he's, like, trying to convey a wink.
No. Everyone make an insight check to see if they understand what he was trying to do.
Good point.
$31.
Okay. So yeah, like pretty much everyone they know. They know. Did you roll, Azadeh?
My character sheet's being a little slow. Like it's not letting me scroll. Okay.
It's that RAM you forgot to download.
I know. Oop, didn't need to roll with advantage.
Okay, yeah. Everyone here understands what Skyphozo is putting down.
But Azadeh just
It's
kind of,
odd,
like,
but you
rolls her eyes and is like, "Good luck enforcing your legitimacy here."
I see what you mean. They don't like magic. They don't like my claim to the throne. So I will just play along for now. Make it all easy sailings, quote unquote.
No offense, but I've only ever been the need to one woman, and you're not her.
Fair.
Listen, Skyphozo, you can wait till the stars or whatever makes your claim. But until then, just cool your foot, all right?
Ah, yes, some ice magic. I can do that.
Regardless, though, we're going to be picking up our search probably in the morning, or waiting on someone to contact us. You're welcome to join us.
Excellent. You all seem like very capable allies. That way, this will surely get the job done, all of us together.
Once the disturbance is taken care of, where will you be heading then?
It depends on what the stars say.
How often do they speak to you?
Every night I try to consult them.
Well, that's really handy, man. So we can use that in the morning.
Ah, excellent. What is the actual ability called? There it is.
It's part once per long rest.
No, it's one of those things you could use equal to your proficiency, it looks like.
Nice.
Sweet.
Boop.
Yep. Yeah, I love Druid of Stars.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anything else that you'd like to discuss with Skyphozo before resting?
Nope. I got nothing.
I might try and do some playing cards, hustle some tables, see if I can't learn any hot gossip around the town. So I'll probably be up for a couple more hours before I go to bed.
Are we in a tavern?
Okay. Yeah. Currently, yeah.
I'm going to march my way into the kitchen and take it over.
Yes.
Okay. Given your stature and everything else, like no one's really gonna try to stop you. Like words are like and then like they just immediately just start grabbing some utensils and stuff. Just start
exactly. He just starts cooking and ordering the guys around. Like you just tell them, do this, do that, do this.
Hell, I'm ordering from the kitchen.
Like, how you don't have any proper spices and all that stuff. He's just cussing the place and doing whatever he can, and he just starts fixing up all the dishes anyone orders.
Oh, I'm ordering. Never pass up on food.
All right. Let's see. Solwynn, can you make a D20 for me?
Sure.
You don't really gain any like super useful knowledge, Solwynn. But like what you gather is that the militia and guards here in the town are corrupt.
Shocker.
Big shocker, yeah.
Yes. Good thing money does a lot of talking.
God, I just realized I didn't roll money.
All right. Anyone else doing anything for tonight?
Wolfram's just gonna relax and gonna do his clerical things.
All right. Zion, you are like after like the dinner and everything else is over. You're a very bewildered manager hands you about 5 gold and says, good work.
He nods, he takes it, and then he divides it amongst the other kitchen workers. Yeah, he just hands them out, and he's like, "Good job, boys. Make sure you come here bright and early for breakfast."
Everyone gives like a nice affirmative, like, yeah.
Nice.
All right. All right. Yeah. In the morning, bright, slightly bleary morning. You guys awaken. Was there a thing that Skyphozo wanted to do?
Yeah, he's doing his star map. So it says I need to roll dice, but it doesn't say what kind of dice.
Let's see.
Access a special. I guess it's a D6. Oh no, I guess it's just a D20, and you just choose odd or even. Well, like any dice, I guess.
Any dice.
I was going to say, I think any of them work.
Yeah, let's just roll D6.
A real dice, though, not like a D7 or something.
Yeah. A D6 is the most real dice there is. Alright, so wheel, even. Good. I will keep that in mind.
What did the stars say about today? Because it rolled even.
Anyone that stands against us is going to have a bad time. Tis been ordained by the stars.
So, you're actually not using it, right?
No?
It's not like the spell. That's not what this is. This is like this uses your reaction, and you basically can do bard stuff.
Sure.
You roll the d6 to either add or subtract, and I believe you can choose whether you want to add or subtract. You can choose whether you want to wheel or woe.
Okay. Good to know.
Yeah, this is for combat.
Yeah, no, I was just adding. I was doing the flavor bit to it. Yeah. So like what makes it a wheel day instead of a woe day.
Okay, awesome.
It's Bones Day.
I thought he was trying to do the spell that does this.
What's that? Guidance?
Augury.
Augury, yeah.
Which would be good to pick up if you could. And
I don't think I can.
I have both Augury, Commune, or all three, and Divination. So don't worry, I have that covered.
No, I just meant for like his character. You know,
Mm-hmm. For Divination, I think I have access to at least.
It's a Bones Day.
Bones Day, even though I have none.
Oh, sorry, you're right. No Bones Day.
Oh, druids can pick it up. Great.
Skyphozo, do you mind if I psychically link us together?
I have no idea what that means, but yes. Go right ahead.
Drinking my coffee, taking a sip, and I'll link us all together. For 3 hours.
All right. Can you roll a d10 also? All right. Nothing happens.
Link does not work?
No, link works fine, but like nothing else happens.
Okay.
Does it feel like a dial tone?
Honestly, I don't know, Azadeh. Maybe he's just looking at the bright things that illuminate the depths. and confusing those for stars.
He's probably talking to anglerfish.
I mean, when you think about it, bottom of the ocean's very close to the stars, right?
No?
I don't even
I mean,
know.
it's dark down there. Like, I mean, I don't know about you, but I personally can walk at the bottom of the ocean, and when you go down there, it's pretty, much like the night sky almost.
I mean, we've been
Okay,
pretty
but-
deep into the ocean.
But if he comes from the trenches, how would he even know the stars exist?
All right, you have a good point. Look, I'm just trying to,
maybe it was in
frame
the book.
something positively for Skyphozo. But you know what? Maybe you're right. He's just full of shit.
It's probably just learned from the book. Well, we have a little bit on our agenda today. I think our best lead was, I think, Mr. Dory, if I recall.
Isn't he the guy we sold the jade wall to?
No, Mr. Dory lives here, and he's one part of the city council. He owns some of the warehouse district.
I believe he's the one that the Scarlet Brotherhood is sending me after, correct?
Yeah. You were pointed, like, some of the leadership in the Scarlet Brotherhood is uncertain what he's doing here.
I could always try and go gather intel about him. See how long he's been here, what he's done, see if he's got like a record. Maybe find out where he lives.
Yeah, sure, if you want to. Do you want to take anybody along, or do you think this is a solo op?
I work better alone.
Understandable.
Hello there.
Give me a second.
Oh, thank you for subscribing.
Yeah, I'll do my infiltration thing where I'm changing in and out of different forms, different looks, as I go about the city, trying to learn more information about Dory, potentially where he lives, or has anybody heard any rumors about him?
Okay. So go ahead and make a charisma check. So just your charisma. Yeah, just make like a charisma roll. Okay. So yeah, it takes you the entire day as you're like kind of like going in and out of like the city and everything. So this will be your day here.
Okay.
Is that all right?
That's okay.
Okay. So as you're going in and out, you hear different things. You hear that he's married to his work. That he is very unforgiving on failure. That he is dealing with a horrible skin condition, and that's about it, actually. Yeah, unfortunately, you don't glean any information about like where he lives or anything else beyond that.
Okay. Anybody go into any more about that whole skin condition thing?
Nope, just that he's got like it's like eczema or something like that. It is just like it is noticeable to even the untrained eye. Like it's a weird thing that some people thought was plague at first, but it is definitely not, since he's had it for quite a long time.
Okay. And then how long has he been on this island?
Oh, like as far as anyone can remember, like he's like lived here.
Okay.
What's everyone else doing today?
We should have a montage of us explaining to Skyphozo all the ground, land, lubber stuff, just kind of showing him around, getting him acclimated to life on the life in air.
Zeta doesn't care that much.
I'll join Wolfram with showing around Skyphozo. But Zion's like kind of just doing this as a joke. Like he personally thinks that this whole Skyphozo being a king thing, he's just like, yeah, all right, man, you keep doing that.
So you guys are, I mean, because of Skyphozo, it was like he is getting some awkward looks by people, but his demeanor and speech and everything else, like the very regal way of how he's speaking things, like makes people go like, oh, whatever, like like it's like just too ridiculous for them essentially to take it seriously. So they see him, think that it's like, oh no, it's some, no, never mind, whatever, just some weirdo.
He really reminds me of an Adventure Time character. Like, I can totally imagine him.
Yeah, I see that.
But Azadeh is not going to stick around to show him the world, I think.
This is also just trying to not be like, just sitting idle while Solwynn does all the work.
I think Azadeh would actually track down one of her old contacts here. Someone that she didn't beat up.
I'm sorry, it's been a bit. Could you remind me what like the context you're talking about are?
So we Azadeh had gone through Zeta Zolo and possibly the Styes and had left a trail of Scarlet Brotherhood based carnage, like taking down a couple of the ringleaders. And to do so, I would imagine she had to have a little bit of local help, perhaps like maybe a mafia leader in town who maybe wanted to take care of the Scarlet Brotherhood because they were competition possibly, or maybe a local law enforcement person who would be able to kind of relate to her and her military history. I know that's kind of it. Maybe that's something we can set up later because I realize it's kind of springing that on you. So it doesn't have to be today.
Okay. I will say that you can hit up somebody. Let me see. Finding my notes. Yeah, so your primary contact, I guess, is this roguish gnome named Groton Longflint.
Okay.
Yeah. She was probably your primary contact with everything, with all this. She, tried to help you out the best that she could with the salary that she could, but yeah, that's who you'd be wanting to talk to.
Great. Okay. Azadeh's going to pay her a visit.
Okay. As you walk down the docks and the dilapidated buildings towards where you remember meeting up with her before, it's you notice that you're getting looks from a lot of people. People are eyeing you up with your fancy armor and fancy gear in this very poor looking part of town.
Yeah, Azadeh walks with confidence. Act like you belong.
Okay. Could you make an intimidation check?
Will do. If it'll let me scroll. There we go.
Nobody wants to mess with you. Like people that were like looking in your direction, like you like make eye contact with them and they like divert their eyes. You know, they do that whole thing where it's just like,
Damn
okay,
right. Azadeh's
all right.
scary.
Walk through a city with a body, it's scary.
Exactly.
Yeah, so you get to a small like little shop. It's a pawn shop of not very good wares. But you recognize the small gnome sitting behind the counter who takes a bit to recognize you before going. What are you doing here?
I'm back in town, unfortunately for the both of us. And I was just wondering if I'm going to be running into any trouble.
Are you going to be running into trouble? I'm still dealing with the mess that you made.
Well, then I guess I didn't do a thorough enough job cleaning them out, and whose fault would that be if I didn't have the right names?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't get all the names of all the people that want to cut my throat. Sure.
Well, put simply, I'm wondering how bad is it?
Bad? I mean, I don't know. Things are always shit up here.
Am I going to have to clean things up again?
She shrugs. I mean, maybe.
I have some compatriots with me. Put simply, I do not want them involved. And if there are any threats I need to take care of, I'd like to know about them before they find me. I had a little run-in in an alley the other day, which put me on edge.
You know who? With who?
I'm thinking of the Scarlet Brotherhood people who bumped into us, and Azadeh definitely thought it was about her.
Mm-hmm. But you that's what you tell her.
Oh, she's saying she had a run-in that put her on edge, and she's wondering if they're if it's basically hot, or if it's going to be cool for her party, because she's worried about you guys.
She does a big raspberry. Before I was. Listen, I don't know what's happening, what's going on. The whole lantern ghost shit has been like causing people to be on edge and everything, and it's just.
We might actually be doing something about that lantern ghost situation.
Yeah, well, I mean, good luck, because the militia aren't doing anything about it. So, like, they're just like she like slaps her hands together, like they're like, job's done. That's it. We got him.
Well, that sounds like perhaps where we need to focus. But just to confirm, the Scarlet Brotherhood has been quiet since I've left?
Quiet? Sure. I don't know if they're actually if something else is happening though, because a couple of my people have been missing. A couple of my people are jumping ship. Too scared to stay in town and everything else. Like things are bad in town.
Is it the lantern ghost?
It's not just that; it's something else.
Do you have any more information?
Is here. Not really.
Well, if you find out anything else, we're staying at the Leaning Gibbon.
I mean, the only thing I got a score if you want.
Tell me.
I mean, never mind. No, this might be you don't seem like the kind of person that's kind of into that sort of thing. So maybe I shouldn't say anything.
Azadeh kind of narrows her eyes, but she's like, she kind of knows that she's right, so she's just kind of like, she just kind of nods and she goes, "You best make sure that these items were come by honestly." And she kind of looks around this pawn shop.
I mean, honesty only gets you so far in town here, but I mean, no one's gonna come calling here, crying.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, again, if you hear anything, we are going to be staying at the Leaning Gibbon for the next day or two.
Is that the one with like the giant gorilla thing?
I don't know what to call it. It's a weird furry thing.
That place is like a tourist trap, right?
She just leaves. She just turns around on her heel and just walks out the door with a little bell ringing.
Okay. But Wolfram and Skyphozo and it's how do you pronounce the name? Is it Skyphozo or do I
Skyphozo?
Skyphozo, okay. There's no quicker way to say it, huh?
I mean, if it helps, you can just say Sky.
No, I'm not going to do that because that's too complicated for me. Too many characters named Sky in my head.
Your Highness works too.
Sure, Your Highness, says the DM. But Master Zion, Skyphozo, and Wolfram, you guys are going about town. When you hear like a commotion behind you guys, as you guys are like kind of just walking through the town itself.
What does it sound like?
Yeah.
It sounds like a bunch of punk kids harassing an elderly man, or elderly looking man.
Scallions.
What are you doing? Messing skulking around here, old man. They say to this rather old-looking gentleman with glasses, who's just kind of just being like, I don't know what you're talking about. We saw you. You're like creeping around over here. What are you, a creeper?
Is that blackface, dude?
Justin Trudeau.
As this is going on, Wolfram is just kind of like, he kind of looks to Master Zion and then kind of motions with his head towards the commotion, starts moving towards it.
Yeah, I would like to move up behind one of the kids and just kind of intimidate them with my size.
Start cracking your knuckles.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and make make a strength check. I'll count that as intimidation.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. You just size up like behind these guys. And like a few of them, like it looks like one of them like picked up like a rock ready to throw, and then like sees you and just immediately puts it down.
You should learn to respect your elders.
Yeah, whatever. He was just looking at your weird, gross friend.
Skyphozo looks to Wolfram.
Wolfram kind of shrugs. He gets that a lot, so he's like, yeah.
Seems that you whelps need to be taught some manners. And he's gonna shape self to like kind of mimic Master Zion's build, since that intimidation tactic kind of worked.
Okay. Ooh.
Right, let me post it. Of course, he's still like going to be 3.5 foot tall, but
Oh yeah.
That's hilarious.
Go ahead and make an intimidation check for yourself.
okay. This is not going to be good.
That just makes it funnier.
Nice.
You look like Master Zion's like horrible horrible son.
Zion like takes a glance at that and decides, but he kind of just buffs himself up a little bit just to make up for it. And he's just like, I don't know why you're harassing this old man for, but you don't go throwing stones at people or insulting them. Go on. Get out of here before I find your mother and fuck her.
It's mother and father, you idiot. And as he runs off.
At that comment, Wolfram just like slowly turns his head towards Zion. I didn't think that was something in your repertoire.
And he's like, have you seen me? Look at me. The moms can't resist me, man.
I don't know if that language is befit for a royal namer.
It's good. It's hard to find good help these days. You're just gonna have to deal with it.
I'm just imagining the kid yelling, "My dad's gay!" and then running away.
I'll fuck him too.
The older gentleman kind of like pats off his himself. Oh, thank you. I'm sorry. I wish we could be introduced under better circumstances. I was following you. I apologize.
It happens. We're used to it, honestly.
Yeah, we can't help but being followed, So, what you following us for?
I saw your stunt in the canals last night, where you stood up for this perfectly nice stranger, as he motions to Skyphozo, trying to find the right words to not offend.
No need for flattery. I'm humble.
And I myself am in a bit of a quandary, and I was wondering if some good-natured folks like yourselves could help me out.
What exactly is the issue?
In a hushed tone, he lowers his voice to whisper, "My friend was the Lantern Ghost Killer."
I see.
Can you remind me on so what was the deal with the Lantern Ghost Killer?
So the Lantern Ghost killings was, you guys heard about this, there was a bunch of a series of killings up here in the Styes. News about that even reached the main town of Silozolo down south. But a few weeks ago and stuff, they claimed that they caught the man red-handed standing over one of his victims, and then hung him, and that was that. They caught him, but it was enough that it was essentially a Jack the Ripper style thing, where it just made people afraid and scared for a long time.
Okay. So at that, Zion's eyebrows, he'll do the rock face, and the vine boom effect definitely echoes. But he's looking at him, and he's like, if you're friends with a murderer, man, why you coming to us for help?
I don't believe he was the murderer, but no one will help me.
That makes more sense.
I'm going to say Azadeh is part of this. because I wasn't sure if she
Yeah,
would.
sure.
But yeah.
She's back. She's
Ah.
like
Yeah.
caught on the tail end of them, like
Yeah, I
touring
want to hear this
Skyphozo.
conversation.
Justice mishandled. All right.
Yeah, she is getting into this kind of like noir cop deal.
New personality unlocked.
She was kind of doing that in the very beginning of the campaign. You know, you weren't around for that, but was
Discretion wasn't her biggest thing.
well. Neither is like a noir cop walking around asking questions. Really,
Hardboiled detective. Hell yeah.
she's just
Dibs on Columbo.
I don't know, walking around in the Mac and the fedora isn't that subtle.
Just one more thing.
I got this question. It's bothering me. You say you found spells while you're reading your books, but you're not a wizard.
Oh yes.
Oh, no.
Right. Yes.
Hold on.
Must have been a slip of the tongue. I meant to say a natural spellcaster. Yes.
But Azadeh's basically gonna to follow up with this guy and say, "Tell us more."
All right, let's not talk out here in the street. Let's go back to my workshop. It's a bit safer there, and away from the crowds.
Sanctuary.
Me as the player is like, we really shouldn't follow him to a location we don't know is safe. Azadeh wouldn't give a fuck and is like cocky as hell. So okay, Azadeh's gonna follow.
Wolfram's following.
It's fine.
Should not leave a subject's needs unmet.
All right. I should show you what this guy actually looks like too.
There's artwork?
There's artwork. But he introduces himself. You can call me Wolfram. I was a renowned alchemist for a while, but things happened. Oops, that's not the right button. That's the button to close out roll 20.
Hey.
No!
It's fine. Just gotta bring up my notes and stuff again.
How do you spell that name?
Wolfram. I think I just hit a button that reloaded roll 20 again. What the hell? Is that a real button?
Microsoft is
No.
perfect with Roll20.
Is that a good opportunity to take a quick fiver?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, it's good. Good break time.
Come, Perla, let's get a drink.
BRB. I return.
What's up?
I have returned. This is the old gentleman, by the way.
Ah, there he is.
Damn. He like me for real.
Balding like you are, man.
Nah, luckily I don't have to worry about that. Just millions of gray hair, gray hairs.
Grey's Anatomies.
Grey's Anatomies, I gotta worry about that. The Shine was addicted to watching that show for a while.
I never got into hospital dramas.
I mean, I enjoyed House, but for an entirely different reason. I mean, it's a different show.
I think the only show I probably would have ever gotten into is probably that one show where the dog ate the heart.
The dog ate the heart.
Let me see if I can find it. I need to find it now.
Did you ever watch Children's Hospital on Adult Swim?
One Tree Hill. That's what it was called.
Oh, I haven't heard that name in forever.
I guess there's also Scrubs too, but
Scrubs was cool.
Again, not a drama technically.
Kind of was.
It was, yeah, but it's not like the drama like Grey's Anatomy or
It's a very
ER.
Yeah, it was like a very mellow comedy of sorts at times. Oh no.
What's wrong?
I'm watching the video.
Oh god, I saw the meme that someone just posted about your character. Oh Jesus.
God, the fucking dog eat that fucking heart.
It's a little piece of ham or something like that.
Apparently, they tried to do it with like a different dog, and it just wasn't working. And this dog did it in like one take.
Hell yeah!
Just like, yeah, give me that heart.
Oh.
But apparently, the whole story behind it was that like they were trying to do like some like weird shit, and it was like this idea was like bounced back in the room for the writers' room forever. So apparently that character was like the villain of the show or whatever. I don't know how you can be a villain in a hospital drama, but there you go. They were like, he always needed a heart transplant, and they were like, hey, would it be funny if you just like had to get a heart transplant? It was yanked out from him like in the most ridiculous way possible. And so like they're just like, yeah, let's do it. And so they wrote that. It's so stupid.
Oh my god, that's awful. Should be 15 plus.
All right, is everyone back?
Yep.
I don't know if Nafar is back.
Okay.
Oh man, though. Still that fucking Rick and Morty. God.
Yeah, she comes in. Shine comes in. It's like your character looks like a Rick and Morty. Like
it does. I thought you were doing like some kind of Mr. Meeksies thing when I first saw the token.
Yeah, that's exactly what she said too.
It's that shade of blue you used. I think.
Yeah,
I think that's what,
and
that's
the
what
shape
did
of the
it.
head and
Right,
everything.
yeah.
Yeah. It was just like, what?
It was like the 4-3 design of the character too. It was originally like a lot more jellyfish shaped.
Skyphozo knows what a plumbus does.
You can turn into a plumbus.
Skyphozo is just the name of my jellyfish summon in Elden Ring.
Blessed.
It's actually Aurelia.
Yeah, they have names. I really wish when you unite her with her sister that you got both of them together or something.
2 jellyfish.
Dude, that'd be so good. 2 jellyfish.
It'd be so cute. Yeah, you can summon 2 at the same time.
Where's
And
the
even
sister?
with the albino girl, like once you complete her thing, maybe you can get her wolf to come with her in the ashes.
Oh my god, that'd be so good.
Yeah, you can ride it around and shit. That would be sick.
Yeah,
We-
I used a majority because I started. I actually forgot. Like I didn't like think about choosing starting items, so I chose the ashes for the imps. So I've been using the imps for a long time.
Oh,
They're good
not-
because they proc bleed.
Yeah.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
yeah. That's
And
actually
they're horrible little monsters.
Yeah,
That's another reason why I hate the fucking catacombs, because like
Did
they're
you
just like
realize that
no.
they're just the those things from Dark Souls 3, the
Mhm.
what do you call them? The little guy, the goblin guys with the hats in Dark Souls 3 that are like everywhere.
Thralls. That's
Yeah,
what
the
they're called.
thrall. They're just them. Like same
Yeah.
motions and movement and everything.
They're just a little bit stronger, a little bit better, I think.
Yeah, because
because
of the bleed, especially. Yeah, that's true.
well, especially because of the bleed. But like there's that one guy that like has the sword that like will just have it in the swinging motion.
yeah.
just,
The one with the
waiting-
fire poker, like the really long version of it.
Yeah, he just like follows you until you run out of stamina, and then wham.
Yep.
They're so easy though. You
Fucking-
parry and then R2 them, and then they just melt.
God damn, they're so fucking Looney Tunes.
Yeah, I farmed them for
Yeah.
a bit to get all the different hats from them.
It's only like a couple of times where like they got the jump on me. And it's like, you fucker.
Imps. Yeah.
Yeah, after like the
Well-
first catacombs, it's like you just got I'm in the catacombs. I know they're going to be hanging around.
They're on the
somewhere.
ceiling. They're gonna jump
Well,
down on you.
Yep.
I don't know what's worse, being surprised by them or knowing that they're there and they still get you.
Yeah. There's a couple that are like, oh, aha, you're gonna get me here, huh? And you like prepare for it, like you shoot them or whatever. But then another one comes out of nowhere. Still, I love those like those double or triple layer traps in the catacombs. They're really
Mhm.
good.
That's what they did the entire time in the sewers.
Yeah,
It'd be like all right, I got them all, and then it's like why are there 2 more of you? No.
Did you do
there's
the
a lot in the sewers?
I do like that in the sewers. A lot of them are hanging on the side of pipes, so you just hit them and they just fall to their death.
Yeah,
Mhm.
a couple of them will just die. Yeah.
Any of you do like that one catacomb where it's just filled with like teleport chests?
No.
Yes.
Yeah, I did
Yeah,
that one.
that one's
Yep.
great.
Yep.
Oh man.
When I
If it
say
wasn't for,
great,
like-
I mean like anxiety inducing, but also great.
Yeah,
So
I was worried I
confusing.
was missing an item or something, but I was just happy I was done with it after.
If it wasn't for like the one message that says like trap necessary ahead, then I wouldn't have like guessed what to do.
Apparently Melina has like an entire like enemy move set, like not just like the one that you can summon her in for Margot, but like one where you or like if you fought her, she has an entire move set loaded in.
And if you do it, like the chaos ending, it's like, there's supposed to be more after this, huh?
Elden Ring DLC, you play as Melina.
Maybe that'd be sick.
It just becomes it's just like Sekiro. You play as one character, not your own.
like digging into like the lore a little bit, like on Melina, like she's extremely interesting. Did you see the lift elevator that just before the snowfield? There's a secret passage you can roll into.
No.
If you go in there, you'll find the dagger she uses in the fight, right? But basically, her version is just always got the holy damage on it.
Is it you mean like the Grand Lift of Rolled?
Yes. Not the Grand Lift, but like the regular, like the elevator in the capital and it starts to go into the snowy area before the lift, like right before the lift. There's like another elevator.
I think I did that. I think I found that.
And like there's a long corridor, and there's a dead guy there, and you can get an item, and like it hints at like what she is, like some fucking official sounding position. I can't remember the name of her dagger. If I actually remembered that.
Blade of Calling.
Yeah. But yeah, she's like really interesting, and like her thing, like her Blade of Calling is like always got the blade of gold on, in the fight anyway. And she was the sickest NPC summon to me. Like she was sick, she was cool, and I got her and Tish during the fight against Morgoth, and so like Tish is like using her fucking red black flames, and Melina's using the gold flames. It's like, oh, it's cool. And I sit back there eating popcorn. Cool.
It was especially interesting because, like, again, I played like all of that up until the capital, and I was like, I'll just stick my head in the capital and then leave. And then she's like, "All right, bye." And I'm like, "No, what do you mean no? I haven't even gone over to the Volcano Manor yet."
Oh,
I was so worried that I was going to be losing her for the rest of the game, and then it's like, and then I see her, it's like, oh, I can summon her for Morgoth. Oh, okay, cool. I was worried. Oh,
There she is.
there she is. But she dropped out of this Discord.
She's in the AFK chat.
Oh.
Oh.
Come back to us, the farm.
Something very like a little thing I've noticed in Elden Ring that I'm making notes on. I haven't finished writing them all up, but like there's different types of fire. Like they're all colored differently and associated with different groups.
I think I have
very important.
AFK timer on. What happened?
It's a server setting.
Oh, it's a server setting. Okay.
Yeah.
There's the maddening, the frenzied flame. There's
flame, which is yellow.
Blood flame.
Group of people use when you start to fight them. It's like, oh, okay.
Oh, speaking of frenzied flame, I love that drop down, and you see the guys that are just like playing their instruments or whatever. It's so good.
I haven't gotten to explore inside there yet. I thought like if you went in there, you'd suddenly trigger that ending.
No, you have to go a little bit further.
Okay, but like, well, now that I've beaten the game, I'm gonna go explore it.
Yeah.
More Elden Ring stuff.
Yes, more Elden Ring.
Don't worry, you have no context for it, so you don't
you
have to worry.
Zero context. Don't worry.
But I've been using Black Flame. I like that it does. It drains health over time.
I really wish because that was one of the first spells, incantations I got. I really wish it. But the one on the blade, it's like super short. I don't know if they buffed it or not.
No, I've been using the black red flame, the bleed flame on the sword or weapon.
I know what you're talking about, Sean. Yeah, I think that one. I think that one's bugged. Like people are thinking that it might be bugged just because it literally is like you cast it. You spend the time to cast it like any other buff spells, but it lasts literally 6 seconds. All right, though.
Yeah.
Everyone's here, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
All right. So, Master Wolfram, not to be confused with Master Zion. I'm just going to call him Wolfram in order so that I don't accidentally do that. Takes you all to his workshop, where, he goes. It's a small little. It's a small little building here in the Alchemist Quarter. Decent, like a bit better looking than like some of the other houses in this area. It's not leaning, it's not sinking. It's on a bed of stone. Actually, it's not on like another building that sunk into the mud. But like he invites you in, and like it's like almost like a stereotypical like worksman or like a clocksman, well, whatever, workshop where it's just like there's clocks everywhere, some working, a lot not, a thick layer of dust on some projects that he is like clearly has neglected for however long it's been, probably months.
I hear that.
But he quickly hustles around and dusts off some chairs and sets them up in case you guys wanted to sit on them.
Thank you.
And
wait. Are you telling me that this little 3-foot tall plasmoid guy is going to try and sit in the chair?
Yeah, it'll just like rise up and on his little gooey feet and pop down.
Okay, that's. I just wanted to. I wanted to hear a description of this.
It's like in the cartoons, you know.
he does the whole like he literally lifts up his own waist so he could like sit, sit it down.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was imagining. Yeah,
Like the rubber hose animation.
Oh god, yes. It wasn't my intention with this character, but I'm going to lean wholly into that.
But he speaks to you guys, and I'm going to change his voice because I wanted to. Well, can I get you guys anything, refreshments or anything? While you're here, thank you very much for listening in on me on this. By the way,
A plate of algae would be nice.
algae. Okay. I don't. I can get something.
Azadeh doesn't sit down, and she just kind of crosses her arms and says, "We're not here to be entertained. You can just tell us."
Zion also doesn't sit down, but he puts his hands on his hips and is waiting to listen to what he has to say.
Okay. Can the algae wait?
If it must.
All right. So yes, as I said before, my friend was the Lantern Ghost Killer, or so they say. It's true they found him with the knife over the bodies and stuff, but he went to the gallows like professing nothing but his innocence, and I've known this man like my entire life. Like I know he wouldn't have done this.
So you
Sometimes
believe
it's
he's...
always-
Go ahead.
Sometimes it's the quiet ones you never suspect.
Do you believe that he was set up or just made a scapegoat of some sort?
I think he was being controlled or something. Like nothing makes sense. Like the Lantern Ghost killings have been happening for years, and like nobody can catch him. And all of a sudden they just find him, like knife in hand above a corpse. Like, come on, really? That easy? Come on.
I mean, besides that obvious point, do you have any other evidence to say otherwise? Like perhaps an alibi you are with your friend some other times?
He stammers out. I don't. I know it's bad, and this is why the militia won't talk to me. But this is like I just feel it, you know. Like okay, like I'm a priest, you know. I'm practiced, you know. I worship Saint Cuthbert and stuff. I can speak with the dead if the need rises, you know. I offered, and they threw me out. They didn't do it. Like they just immediately burned his body, and that's it.
Have any
Like
other killings happened ever since?
He like looks at you like with a graven nod, just being like, yeah, but they just you know associate it with just like, you know, bar fights or you know pickpocketing or whatever. You're like, they're not. No one's actually investigating this.
What do the lantern ghost killings have in common with each other?
They're always associated at, you know, at night. Yeah, they're called the lantern ghost just because it's, you know, it's just that thing where people think like, oh, I saw it was foggy and I saw someone, you know, out with a lantern, and then a murder happened at night, you know, sort of that whole situation. What started off as like some killings turned into an urban legend, but then all of a sudden my friend is the one that did it. It doesn't make sense to me.
Do you believe there's a reason why he was, if he was being controlled, was he blamed for it? Was he looking into it? Were you in a way connected?
Me? No. I don't know why he was picked. I mean, he like recently lost his job and things like that, but
where did he work?
He just worked on, you know, offloading ships and stuff. He was kind of just working at the docks and everything else, but you know, he hasn't held down his. He's had difficulty in life, but not like, look, I know he's had his own difficult life and everything else, but I just don't believe that would cause him to just like start murdering people.
Do you have any reason to believe that someone would want to have him taken care of?
I don't, and I guess this is also part of the reason why the guards just won't listen to me. You know, just some, you know, who cares about some random schmuck down on his luck, right? You know?
You said that they burned the corpse, but that they destroyed the skeleton?
Yeah. They burned his body and then just dumped it into the river.
Oh, so it's in underwater still then, you think?
I mean...
Would be in the direction I can retrieve it.
Yeah, sure. I can point you to where the current goes and everything else. I don't think I'll be able to find him.
It may take me a couple of days, but my diligence is of great renown.
I think a couple of us can search underwater for this thing.
I think we might be able to. I don't think the corpse is necessary.
Oh, you don't think so? I was thinking, you know, you could use your speak with dead thing on it.
If you can find it, but it might just take too long.
Well, that's assuming there's anything left, because it might have turned to ash if it was cremated properly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no. Yeah, there's nothing left.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind. Forget that part then.
Fortunately, my healing powers are of no use here.
What about the victim? Do we know what happened to the victim?
I mean, same thing anybody else does that gets, you know, they're just, you know, dead.
Yes, but the remains.
Oh, I don't actually know. And
did anyone attempt to speak with that dead?
I don't think so.
Do you have any more information about who handled this case? Perhaps the particular militia or law enforcement body?
I mean, I know that Constable Jute's the one that found him. As odd as that is. You folks aren't around here. So
what gave that away?
I mean, I haven't seen you before.
No, we're not from here.
But Constable Jute's kind of a rarity in these parts, you know, like they're a good person, but I think they're, you know, maybe not with the best idea, you know. They believe they can, you know, change the system from within, you know, that sort of thing. Like
yeah,
they're very much an idealist, and it helps. It's nice when, you know, there's someone that you can at least count on. But anyways, they were the ones that they found old my buddy Jarmy above, like, you know, above the victim and everything else. And like that's another thing. Like, what are the odds, right? Like, oh, like the only good cop on the force is the one that found the killer.
We would like to speak to this Constable Jutes. Do you know where we might find them?
Yeah, they're I mean, you can check the barracks, you know, the garrison. It's over by City Hall, and I think it was pointed out to you guys before, but just to point it out again.
Before Jute captured the Lantern Killer, how was their standing with the people of the city?
It was fine, good. Again, like they're like one of the only ones that folks like me can kind of trust, you know?
It doesn't sound like someone that would seek out a way to increase their standing, so it just seems odd.
We should go speak to Constable Jute and find out what happened to the victim. If we can find the victim, then perhaps we can ask them, thanks to your speak with dead abilities, Wolfram. You might be able to question the victim.
Not so sure about even bothering to go to these, you know, councilmen or whatever. They sound corrupt as fuck.
Well, how do you propose we find the victim then?
I don't know, but not sure if there's any other way. But as soon as they find out we're looking around in it, they're gonna try to stop us.
What matter is that?
You guys are forgetting one thing. We have somebody that can get into the barracks, the guards' quarters, maybe find some information without making a ripple.
Oh, you're right, Skyphozo. Yeah, you can do it.
Sure, I can shrink down to, I think, like an inch. There it is.
Like a puddle.
Yeah, great.
I was thinking of somebody a little bit more discreet.
What do you mean, Giovanni? He's out on the ship.
Wolfram's like, you're joking, right? I gotcha. No, Solwynn.
That has a big smile on his face, yeah.
Yes, Solwynn and I can go together.
Wolfram, just in his head, says, Solwynn, we may need your assistance. We may have to have you break into the guards' barracks to get some information.
I'm pretty sure it's been more than 3 hours since I last saw you guys, so there's no connection.
I'm not sure how long it has been, so.
GM, confirm.
Confirm or deny?
Confirmed. It's been a bit.
And he's like, oh, time's up. Damn it.
It's alright, I would speak to myself quite often too.
It's okay. I'll just send her a message. And Wolfram will just cast sending and send exactly the same idea.
I was just finishing up. I'll meet you guys back near the tavern.
Don't meet us at the tavern. I will also say that I did prepare something that might give us some answers when we have the time and thought out our questions. Might help us lead towards some more truths about the matter. If you can think of anything that I might be able to divide from
Are you saying that?
I'm not casting it. I'm saying this to the group here.
I didn't know if you were addressing the group or you're.
Yeah, I'm addressing them.
Him.
I'm addressing everybody in the room. We might be able to get some answers. If it's concerning death, my lady will be able to answer it.
All right, you can go.
By all means.
Oh, are you also a practitioner of the clerical arts?
I am.
I tried offering up my services at the local jail, and it was fine for a bit, but as like a medic and things like that. But the new warden kicked me out.
Why did they kick you out?
It's change in management is what they said. I had like a couple of like decent folk. I was like really like I felt like I was making a breakthrough too, but things happen.
So people were receptive, and then after you started applying your trade, you were told to leave.
Essentially, I mean, I don't understand what's going on nowadays. Like this young lad I was helping out with, like just had like the worst nightmares and everything, and he's kind of an oddball itself, because I'm pretty sure he has some kind of psychic connection with folks. But he just got like the worst of it, just like the night terrors and the things like that.
Psychic dreams. So it's reached the surface too.
Yes, our friend has been experiencing some issues as well. Maybe we can seek this kid out. What's his name?
His name's Oswald. He's being held at the Redfin jail.
I wasn't aware that he was actually a captive.
I mean, yeah, I don't know what he did. The guards never told me what he did. I just, worked with the people that were there incarcerated.
It might be difficult to get a hold of him, but we can also leave that up to just another area we can check on. Anybody else involved that either were thrown out or displaced, seemingly at random, or just anything connected?
That's all I can gather so far.
Do you believe that the person or entity involved targeted you, maybe your friend, because you were attempting to help people.
He's quiet for a second. Before going, I never thought of that.
Sometimes when you make waves, you attract a large fish.
Oh. He's starting to look like real nervous now. Do I need to leave? Do I need to get out of town or something?
It might be in your best interest. What we're dealing with, and he kind of looks to validation from Master Zion and Azadeh before saying this. He's gonna he's implying he's gonna say what we're dealing with here. Or suspect that we're dealing with.
Aboleth, are we thinking?
Yeah.
I don't think Azadeh still really knows what aboleths are capable of, so she's just gonna have she's still treating this like a normal human thing.
So I'm like, yeah, man, aboleths are serious business. I don't know if you can probably move out of here or not. Obviously, that's never financially feasible. But you see a cleric, maybe he can put some spells or something around your house.
Yes, the creature we suspect is an aboleth. We ran into a worshipper of theirs long ago, and it led towards this island, and that's why we're here. And the psychic issues and controlling of people seems to be on par for what it can do.
He has like this look of just like a mix of, it's a mix of fear and nervousness and anxiety. Like it's just like all those like kind of things like wrapped up in one. He's just like, it's like it topped with disbelief, where she's just like, what?
It's a dangerous creature, extraplanar creature, but its range is limited. We started feeling the disturbances probably about, and I can't remember the name of the island. It was Atlantha?
Yeah.
As far as away as Atlantha. So, as long as you can get out of that kind of sphere of influence, you will likely not be bothered by it. But we are in town, and if you think you can stay here and keep yourself protected, then you should be fine.
He gets up and he starts he's paces around a bit. Is there anything I can do to help? I told you all I know, but is there I'd feel terrible if I cut and ran, you know?
Think of it as a vacation. You don't have to leave forever, but it might be good just to vacate the town for a little while. I mean, alternatively, you might be able to, I don't know what type of rituals you can perform, but you might be able to ward your house against unwanted visitors.
That sort of thing's outside of my purview. I think I'll just head south or something. I don't know.
At least if you go to Cedar Solo, it's a little bit more out of its sphere directly. So you might be able to be safe there for a little while.
But yeah, he's kind of freaking out right now.
Sorry to cause you the distress, but we figured since you're embroiled in this, that you might need to know the truth, and that your life might be in danger. But if you haven't been experiencing anything, there might not be a need to worry. but also with having strangers in town and having contact, it may have renewed the interest of this creature. If you need to... Go ahead, Conrad.
No, I was gonna make a stupid comment. Don't
No,
worry
please,
about it.
please do.
You may seek sanctuary in the ocean. You have my blessing.
That's actually probably the last place you want to be. Aboliths are water-dwelling creatures.
Oh. Well, never mind then. I did not know that. Good to know.
I'm gonna process this as best I can, I guess.
If it's all right with you, I will check on you every so often via sending, if you wish.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Yeah. No. I'm sorry. I need to compose myself. Yeah. You gave me a lot to think about.
Do be safe. We're working on this as fast as we can. As soon as we can find where this creature dwells, we will make our assault and take care of it.
All right.
We might need to call it a night soon.
Yeah.
Late for you
Okay.
guys.
That's fair. Let's leave it off with this. Solwynn, roll a d10, please.
Will do.
Everybody, you just feel like your heart sinks to your stomach. You're like just goosebumps goes all over your body. Skyphozo, it's more visible with you because you don't have goosebumps, but it's like a ripple that goes down your entire body. But you guys are psychic linked for 4 hours now.
By what?
Just gonna be like, hello.
I thought the time was up.
I didn't do that.
Yeah, what happened? I didn't know you could activate it so early.
This is beyond my capabilities.
I don't even know where you guys are. That wasn't me.
Wolfram's gonna look to Wolfram. I believe you need to leave town now.
I would like Zion to he starts to do a meditation pose. He wants to try and see who's connecting this. Can I do an insight check maybe?
Sure. Go ahead.
Is there any way I can help on that part?
Damn.
Yeah, if you could, yeah, if you could you sort of guide, I guess, through with your psychic intuition and stuff. So Zion, if you want to re-roll that, you can.
Sure, why not? Get advantage.
Okay. This because you guys have been linked for you gather because you guys have been linked constantly several times before. Skyphozo more recently, so the connection is recent but strong. That's why you gather why you guys were all connected as it was all at once without Solwynn here. But there was definitely a forceful event that caused this, and a slight bit of trying to figure out the best way to describe it, because you're not psychic yourself and you don't know how that would be. It definitely seems like something like forced this to happen, and you felt a pain associated with this. Not yours.
Okay.
Not pain from you, but pain from something else.
Okay. Any way I can identify maybe a direction or or like anything like that from my meditation?
No, not a direction or anything else, but you know that it was there was pain involved, and pain and fear.
Sounds like
So
I've sensed that this link was forcefully made. I can pick up on pain and fear. I don't know what's doing it or why, but I think something's in trouble.
but with that, I'll actually call it for tonight, since it's getting late, and yeah, that far
Good place.
needs it.
Yeah, sorry.
No, it's all right.
That's fine.
I don't
Never
like.
apologize.
I don't like things fucking with my shit. No.
Charles, get out of my mind!
In my mind.
Oh gosh,
I love it.
I haven't heard that video in
This,
years.
this line is not secure. Doesn't make you feel like we're being listened to.
Is there like a manager I can speak to?
Oh boy,
we need to put a password on our shit. Someone's tapping into the Wi-Fi.
I guess, what are you up to, Aboleth? What's up, my homie?
This could all be prevented with NordVPN. With NordVPN.
You.
NordVPN VPN is not a sponsor of this stream
Yet.
yet.
No.
All right, thank you guys.
Yep.
Thank you. Thanks, Conrad, for joining in.
Yay,
Thanks for having me.
Party.
I enjoyed that a lot.
It's good night.
Oh, well,
Good night.
And thanks for
Good night, everyone.
accommodating.
Good night.
I know I threw a bit of a fastball at you, Hunter, so I appreciate you being able to accommodate that with the contact.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Good night.
Good night.
Cheerio.
I'm gonna love this new character.
Good. I hope it wasn't too. I don't know what the word is. Wacky. you
No,
guys.
that's nah. Like this, I know that like I tend to RP or like I tend to DM Saltmarsh as more serious or whatever, but I.
Mhm.
You know, like it's still D&D. Like there's room
Yeah.
for the goofy shit. Like it's fine. It's absolutely fine.
Yeah, we're definitely a little bit more serious here, but it's fine because I mean, Master Zion is always like doing quips and stuff, and it, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it just like naturally like became that it's like this like slightly more serious thing, but you know it's not.
It's not bad.
I know how
Yeah.
to reel it into. Boy, you guys would not have liked to play with me back in like high school or something, but
Oh no! Again. I'm trying to find the words to describe it. We're not trying to go for edginess or try hard or anything else. Like it's just like it just naturally goes into like this more serious / noir / whatever thing going on, more character focused.
Yeah.
It's
also-
shit's happen.
Yeah, it's also
Yeah.
tough to play a undead character who's supposed to be gruff and try to be funny.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of
doing
this,
a great job.
Edge Lord,
Edgelord.
Edge Lord, Fortnite.
And Solwynn just makes really bad decisions.
She does.
No
Yeah.
good.
But they're funny in the end.
Yeah. Hang on. I need to double check. Solwyn, what is your intelligence?
yes.
Oh boy.
14.
14. You shouldn't be making dumb decisions. Just gonna say that right there.
I'm gonna go stick
it's
my
fine.
arm in this trap.
But you can still do that. That's fine.
Wait, didn't you like lose a limb?
I did.
She did. Then she grew it back, but it was a werewolf hand, and then she got cured of werewolfism, so it's fine now.
Yeah,
Oh boy, I
see,
didn't
everything works out in the end.
exactly.
Yeah. And an
Never
entire
face
page of notes.
consequences.
entire page of notes and just rip up.
I was a little upset to give that up, but I was like, it's kind of late in the game for her to get all those new aspects for her.
Late in the game? What are you talking about?
I don't know.
Plus, I mean, her wedding's on the horizon, and really, you gotta like get ready for that, and lycanthropy is just not.
It's just getting in the way.
That could really mess up a relationship,
Yeah.
Staying out late.
Yeah. Spending an hour trying to make a Kipo werewolf icon and then having to just completely delete it.
I'm sorry.
All that Halloween that night.
I'm just kidding. I did not spend an hour on that shit.
Another character will have the Jaguar stuff, and we'll use it then.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm already like, I feel bad because I'm like, I'm still doing Scarlet Brotherhood stuff, and I promised Olivia I wouldn't do Scarlet Brotherhood stuff, and I'm like, they keep dragging me back in.
Just for one more mission.
One more mission, and then I'm done, honey.
One more job.
They pour me back in.
Although, speaking of lycanthropy, I miss Dungeon of the Mad Mage. I didn't even get to really ever reveal to them that I was where at.
I know. I need to again, like it.
No, it's okay.
Else.
It's okay, man. Life is
when we get to a point with Saltmarsh, I think that we can take a break, especially when when Chuck and Nefaro have their babies and everything. Like, I think that we can transition back into Mad Mage for a while, just because like that'll be that's definitely going to be a point where it's just like they're probably not going to be D&D for a while.
Yeah. I have a feeling they're going to not do it for a little bit. So it'll be a smaller crew.
Yeah. Do you folks do Dragon Heist before Mad Mage, or did you just jump into Mad Mage?
Nope. I made characters that did Dragon Heist beforehand, and they're also in the dungeon somewhere.
Yeah. I played Dragon Heist with like some friends IRL for like a while, and we did really well until like the last stretch where we royally fucked up, and I may have had a part in that. And then most of the characters died, and then we just like called it quits after that.
Oh, I heard some things about like Dragon Heist seemed interesting as because mainly I was interested in Mad Mage. And it was like, Dragon Heist is like a good like startup point beforehand. It's like, okay, cool, something to get everyone going on. And then I like read reviews and stuff, and I like read more into the module, and I was like, I don't know.
It was probably the most fun of module I've had.
Oh, good.
Well, not before playing with you guys, of course. Because like beforehand, I'd only played like my friends like OC. Like original designs do not steal kind of worlds. But like that Dragon Heist was like my first experience with like an actual D&D module. It was great.
Okay.
Yeah.
My first module was Curse of Strahd.
I know, I was thinking about your character, Pat, and I was like, what I've been thinking about real hard lately? Gerbil. I want to introduce Gerbil somewhere.
Oh, right. Yeah, your goblin I can't remember. It's like a goblin. Was she a chef too?
No, she was like a graffiti artist.
Oh, right. Okay. Yep.
Oh, hell yeah.
Because I was thinking, I was like, oh, well, if Nefara is not going to be there, Shidoria might be able to actually just go fuck off for a little bit because she's never going to die. And I'll bring Gerbo in.
Maybe getting too deep. The girls were like, no, maybe this is enough for me.
Like, I'm good. No dragons. Done. Bye.
Srak and his old sidekick, Gerbil.
Gah! I ain't no one's sidekick.
Side piece?
So is Solwynn a soul knife, or what are they called too?
She is 7 in Bard, 7 in Rogue. So College of Swords and Psychic Blades.
Ah, nice.
Yeah, which is actually a pretty good all-rounder class in terms of like multi-class stuff. It's actually pretty good. Doesn't do a lot of like upfront damage, but it does like a lot of things really well.
Yeah.
For like all the infiltration and stuff, that's got to be great.
Yeah, that's exactly what she's meant to be. She's like an infiltrator, spy kind of deal.
Plus, College of Swords, like with the Bardic Inspiration dice on top of sneak attack stuff, like really works.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think Olivia and Wolfram are the only two straight classes. Olivia being Bard and Wolfram being Cleric.
Ah, you're right. Everybody else.
Olivia's not straight.
Zion's Fighter Monk and Azadeh is Warlock Paladin.
Yeah, I think I remember seeing that in the Google Doc.
Yeah, and also if you check the stream, we have the little character cards.
Oh yeah, I should look at that real quick.
They're also in the documents and notes too, if you ever need to look at those.
That's true. Yes.
And then I gotta update and actually get your token here to actually do the little hoppy thing later. It's alright.
Sam knocked out the character card like super quick. I was impressed.
Haha, just waiting in the wing.
Oh gosh, you already did the Google Doc too. God dang. Beat me to it.
Haha. I got nothing else I was doing.
It's true.
And plus, it's just you put the character in there, change the text, and you have all that template stuff up. So it's turnaround's pretty quick.
Mm-hmm. I updated Gerbil's art. I'm gonna put it into the Mad Mage notes.
Oh, nice.
Oh no! Somebody found a way to turn the chariot into a spirit ash.
Oh, you saw that too.
Okay, I'm gonna end the stream here.
Okay,
right.
yeah.
Thank you for coming out, guys.
Everybody. Oh no.
Night.